You know what I'm
I
saying?
like it, boy.
Hey, but that goes to show, like, yeah, it's diabolical, but they were super smart in foreseeing, these things. You know what I'm saying? So
And I
for
only
them,
say diabolical because it's like it takes a certain mindset to even look at that. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? To be looking down the road at those types of things. And some cultures, um, they have a history that's rich in that, like going and pillage and plundering and taking over and conquering. Like that's just their thing. I mean, it's a human condition. Let me start
yeah.
there. But some groups of humans um seem to have it rich in their history more than others. And then others seem to be more of peaceful people that are just trying to get along, in the land that they're in. And it's almost kind of like you know,
Well, I
the
mean,
hunter and the hunted sometimes.
I get what you're saying on that, but if we really put it in the nucleus from the beginning, right? It's really only been essentially 5 countries, and by from the background that we really know, if you go back in history, let's say Spain, England, Britain, Portugal, and let me see, they were all family members. They were all cousins, right? But they wanted to, like, kind of how Alexander the Great did. They want to overreach their powers. You know, France did. They did what they did. They colonized where they colonized. Portugal did the same thing. So did the England. So did the Britain. Spaniards did it the best. That's why Latin America is mostly everybody speaks Spanish in Latin America. And then in the West, everybody speaks English. You know what I'm saying? And in some areas, we speak French. So it tells you where the foothold was. You know what I'm saying? We always so quick to be like, yo, the white man or this. Nah, nah, nah. This is 5 different type of cultures, civilization that were
Five different
pushing
type of
their.
white men though. Five. It's
Nah,
just
they're
like
not really white.
it's just
they're
like
not white.
five different type of white men. I
They're
mean,
not white. They got if you want to say it that way, but I don't. But but if you go if you go and you really see, right,
mhm.
what's the main languages we speak? Think about it. The main
Yeah.
languages we speak are what? English,
English, French.
Spanish, French, Portuguese,
Yeah.
right? And then
It's
the
true.
Middle East is the Middle East within itself. I'm talking about the Western,
Right.
the side, right? So, and then in the mix, of course, you got, Africans and Middle Eastern and, Arabs and, you know, Asians. So, but these were the superpowers of their time. You know what I'm saying? So when America, when did the Revolutionary War, that they broke themselves off from England, right? And they started uh, adopting British law, right? The British law. That's how we start bringing the Constitution and everything in, right? It makes sense because they were building their own superpowers through, the first original 13 colonies, and then you add more states and stuff like that. So it makes sense that they were wanting to build their own thing and keep this side of the country of the world unchecked. Makes sense. I'm not mad at it. It
Yeah.
is
Makes sense.
right. That's what I would do. Right. So I mean, it's 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 crazy. It's fascinating, but it's crazy. But in the 1900s, the way it was, they signed Congress signed it's called a For, For, Foraker Act. Sorry for my English, but Puerto Ricans, we don't speak good English anyways, right? So, um, and then in
Hold on. What was it called
1917,
again? What was it called?
it's called the Foraker, like, yeah, 4 Acre Act, but it's
Oh, the Four-Acre Act.
the
I'm
Four
glad I
Acre
had you
Act,
say it again
Foraker,
because I still wouldn't have known. I
yeah,
thought you were
Four
saying like
Acre Act.
Foraker. Like I thought it was four. I
Yeah,
thought it was
I
about to
thought it
say
was
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the
Four
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 Acre Act.
acre. Got it.
Yeah. and that's how they end up getting control of the island Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So they
so
start getting.
America,
That's how they.
America, and the
No, so
Borinque.
now, voting, yeah, America end up getting control of what
Uh-huh.
is Puerto Rico now. It was Puerto Rico when Ponce de Leon named it.
Right, but I'm
So
saying
it just became federal.
is that with the 4 acre?
Yeah, with
Is
the
that
Foraker Act. Yeah,
so
it's
they?
instituted the
I
civil
know y'all.
government
I know y'all heard it.
In Puerto Rico.
I know y'all heard it because anybody that's American and black watching this, I know y'all heard it. They just heard. Hold on. That sound like the 40 acres and a mule that we was promised. So
That's a lie.
that's, that's not a lie. Hold on, what you say?
That's funny. Hey, that's funny though.
Hold on, did you say that's a lie? Is that what I heard?
That's a lot. The 40 acres in the mule, then where my 40 acres in the mule?
No, I'm saying,
I'm in the island. The four
hold on.
acre,
But
the
you're
4 acre
saying
act.
you're not saying the 40 acres and the mule thing was a lie. You were saying that they never did it.
Yeah, they never did that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Did
I
y'all
mean,
get your
you saying the 40 acres in the mule? Then no, no, no. Some people got that. I have to. I'm gonna do my research, where some people did get the 40 acres in
I've
the mule.
heard that some small, insignificant in comparison amount of people got it. It's almost just so some people later can be like, hey, some people got it. You
No, no,
know,
no.
hey,
They
hey,
could
hey,
distinguish.
we did it. Okay. Hey, sorry, we did do it.
That would be another conversation, but I do have some information on that.
I
Though.
love that.
Actually
I love
learned
it.
that, But
Okay.
yeah. So in 1917, they did the Jones Sheriff Act, which granted U.S. citizenship to Puerto Ricans.
Hmm.
So essentially, we are a territory of the United States. So what's the problem with that? We're kind of in limbo. So we're not a state, right? But we're
Right.
not independent
Right.
of ourselves, right? We're
Right.
still a country. We are a country. We got our own flag. Um, it's called ambiguous status. We are in ambiguous status,
A
right?
big what?
Ambiguous.
Oh, ambiguous. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on,
we're in ambiguous
but no more
status.
ambiguous than when the Spaniards were in control, right? The
No,
same
because
thing.
no, because the difference is Spanish owned us. It was colonized by Spain. It was
Oh,
part of Spain. Spain owned it.
so
Spain
Spain
gave it
came
up.
to own it, but America was like, we ain't trying to own it. We just want to control it.
Yes. So
Mhm.
that's what it is.